Aquarium collecting, the practice of capturing rare and exotic marine creatures, is a fascinating but controversial niche in the aquatic industry. For some, it's a hobby, but for others, it's a lucrative business that can bring in tens of thousands of dollars. Some collectors argue that the practice of catching rare species is necessary for scientific research and conservation efforts. However, critics of the industry argue that overfishing for the aquarium trade is damaging to marine ecosystems and cruel to the animals involved. In this video, we will explore the different sides of this industry and how it affects our aquatic environment. The aquarium collecting industry. The aquarium collecting industry is not merely a hobby, it's a billion-dollar business that beckons collectors to explore the far reaches of the world. At its core, it's an industry driven by profit. Rare and coveted marine species can command astounding prices, with some specimens fetching tens of thousands of dollars. The monetary incentives are strong, leading collectors to venture into countries with lax environmental regulations, where they often exploit natural resources without adequate oversight. One concerning trend is the unchecked depletion of marine populations in regions where regulations are minimal. The aquarium trade's unrestricted exploitation of marine life poses a significant threat to fragile ecosystems. A striking example of this phenomenon is the Philippines, a major hub for the aquarium trade. It is estimated that the trade contributes to the annual destruction of approximately 40,000 square meters of coral reef, devastating critical habitats for countless marine species. To address these environmental challenges, stringent regulations are essential. Initiatives like the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora, CITES, aim to protect marine species from overexploitation in the aquarium trade. Enforcing such measures is crucial to ensuring the sustainability of the industry. Dangers of overfishing. The adverse effects of overfishing extend beyond the mere depletion of fish populations. They encompass destructive practices like cyanide poisoning, which further exacerbate the crisis. Cyanide is employed to stun fish, making them easier to capture, but its repercussions extend far beyond the targeted species. A prime example of this is the prevalent practice of cyanide fishing in Southeast Asia. Studies indicate that around 75% of fish collected in this region are exposed to cyanide, leading to massive damage to coral reefs. This toxic substance not only kills fish but also wreaks havoc on the intricate ecosystems that sustain them. The surrounding habitat is left in shambles, with long-lasting consequences for other marine organisms and the overall ecosystem. Furthermore, the demand for exotic fish in the aquarium trade drives the collection of species ill-suited to captivity. These fish often suffer in home aquariums, potentially leading to population declines and even species extinction in the wild. A glaring example is the Bongai cardinal fish, a popular aquarium species facing severe threats due to overcollection. To protect these invaluable ecosystems, the aquarium collecting industry must transition towards more sustainable and responsible practices. Innovative approaches such as alternative capture methods and rigorous regulation enforcement are essential to mitigate these pressing threats. Conservation efforts. Conservation groups serve as vital guardians of our oceans, striving to counteract the adverse impacts of the aquarium collecting industry. These organizations acknowledge the industry's potential harm to delicate ecosystems and focus on public education regarding responsible collecting and sustainable breeding practices. One of the cornerstone strategies employed by conservation groups is the support of captive breeding programs. These initiatives help alleviate pressure on wild populations and ensure the survival of rare species without endangering their natural habitats. For instance, the Association of Zoos and Aquariums, AZA, in the United States oversees species survival plans, SSPs, for various aquatic species. One notable success story is the Mississippi gopher frog, an endangered species. Through a captive breeding program, this initiative has successfully bolstered the frog's population while reducing the demand for wild-caught individuals. Such programs exemplify the potential for collaboration between the aquarium collecting industry and conservationists to safeguard our aquatic treasures. The future of the aquarium collecting industry. In an era marked by climate change's profound impact on our oceans, the aquarium collecting industry faces an imperative to adapt and transform. A fundamental aspect of this transformation involves reevaluating the methods used to capture animals from the wild. Emerging practices, such as the utilization of remotely operated vehicles, ROVs, equipped with cameras and robotic arms, are gaining traction. These technological advancements allow collectors to capture specimens with minimal disturbance to the environment. They also provide collectors with unprecedented access to explore previously inaccessible habitats. Moreover, public education and outreach programs are becoming increasingly vital. Aquariums and conservation organizations must collaborate to convey the importance of marine conservation to the public, fostering a sense of responsibility for the future of our oceans. The ethics of aquarium collecting. While the aquarium collecting industry offers both opportunities for profit and threats to marine ecosystems, it also raises profound ethical questions. On one hand, responsible collection can contribute to education and species preservation. On the other hand, it raises concerns about the ethical treatment of animals and the environmental impact of captivity. The practice of capturing and keeping marine life in captivity sparks a complex debate. Some argue that it's a crucial tool for educating the public about marine life and fostering conservation awareness. Others contend that it's ethically and environmentally problematic, as it disrupts the natural lives of these creatures. With advancements in technology, such as virtual reality experiences and advanced animatronics, there is growing interest in creating immersive alternatives that simulate the beauty and wonder of the underwater world without disturbing marine ecosystems. These alternatives offer potential solutions but also face their own set of challenges, leaving the future of aquarium collecting at a crossroads. In conclusion, the high-stakes world of aquarium collecting offers both opportunities for profit and threats to marine ecosystems. To ensure a sustainable future for this industry, stakeholders, from collectors to conservationists, must unite in their efforts to strike a balance between curiosity, entertainment, and the well-being of marine life. The fate of our oceans and the creatures within them hinges on the choices we make today. As the industry evolves, it remains at the center of a dynamic debate that will continue to shape its course for years to come. With that said, thanks for watching and I'll see you later.